Hi everybody, welcome back to the All Things Good channel and to the first vlog of 2024. How are you all? Hope you're all doing really well and belated Happy New Year to you. I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's break holiday. And if you haven't, well, it's a new year, it's a new start. New things are happening. The sun is actually shining today, although we have had horrendous weather all this week, but there's quite a bit to show you in this video. But to be honest, I haven't really been that productive since Christmas. I have had a good couple of weeks off completely. Haven't picked up the camera much. Had a nice relax, recovered well from my little op just before Christmas. And I've just made the most of being with family, which has been great. But I am going to show you a little bit of a Undecorate video today, and actually it took me 8 hours to take down all the Christmas decorations, and that was with Adam's help. 8 hours it took us to get them all down, packed up, back into the garage, and the house sort of cleaned and feeling a little bit more fresher. So we're more organised now, but it did take quite a long time. Adam has now returned to Exeter, is back at university already. So house is feeling a little bit empty, but all things are back to normal. All things are good. I'm also going to explain to you a bit later on in the video why the Vlogmas giveaway didn't go quite according to plan, and that prize is still up for grabs. So let's get into this week's video. I hope you enjoy it. So the big Undecorate started, and I actually started in the kitchen, but I did strip the Christmas bed linen, got that in the wash, and then sorted out the boxes from the garage, brought them in, cleaned down the kitchen first, and that was the easy part. I did have Adam's help with undecorating the tree and sorting out the lounge, but this actually took quite a long time. Whilst it was all sorted and back to normal and clean, my goodness, it did look bare. Treated myself to a new reed diffuser over Christmas from Neon as well, and this is the real luxury one, which smells gorgeous, and it just made the lounge smell all fresh and clean with no Christmas smells left at all. Oh my goodness, how busy have I been since Christmas and New Year has been over. I'm just dashing about again, proper back into the swing of it. But I find the start of January always a little bit, I'm sure everybody does, a little bit flat. But this week, the weather has been atrocious. And for those of you that live in the UK, like I do, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. floods that I don't think we were expecting to be quite as bad as they were, which is just horrendous because people's houses have been wrecked and the winds picked up as well, so garden fences have been blown about, and we've had it really rough this week. And today's the first day it hasn't rained actually, but where I live is a sort of a mix of town and country, if you like, so there's lots of little country lanes that I use quite regularly. Of course they are all out of action because they are so flooded. I went to go down one this morning, and as I approached the sort of centre of this country lane, there was a huge puddle with an abandoned car with water up to its middle. That must have happened yesterday, so we all turned around and went a different way. So it's been absolutely dreadful, but it's my birthday in January, so I do have something to look forward to. But I think it's really important to always have something to look forward to if you can. You know, even if it's just a trip to see a friend or a family member, or a little shopping spree you've got lined up, or a day out somewhere. And I think that that's often what we forget to do, and we kind of get a bit used to sort of eating, drinking and sitting by the telly, don't we, at Christmas. And then it takes us a bit of motivation to get up and running again. But because I'd had this operation just before Christmas, it knocked me about a lot more than I thought it would. For the first few days after I had it done, I was okay, and then I seemed to get worse. The bruising got worse and the pain got worse as the stitches were tightening. So I started to feel really quite worn out, which then runs you down, and you just feel generally a bit rubbish, don't you? So Christmas Day was really hard because I just felt so exhausted. But of course I'd done Vlogmas as well, so I had a very busy time in the run up to that, which I thoroughly enjoyed. But it's full on every day, and then you suddenly stop. But unfortunately Paul, aka the Invisible Chef, was really poorly, and he had this kind of cough, flu-y temperature virus that I'd had some weeks before Christmas and was still coughing at Christmas. I coughed for about 5 weeks. But he got it, but he got like a stomach problem, like a gastroenteritis with it as well. So he was really poorly on Christmas Day. So it's a funny time of year because we have such high expectations, don't we, of how, when someone like me that loves Christmas, we have high expectations of how we want it to be, how lovely it is, and don't get me wrong, it was lovely and we absolutely made the most of it. But then when it's this time of year, often there's lots of illnesses going about. It can be quite a sad and lonely time for some people as well, and then before you know it, it's gone in the blink of an eye. But I've sort of this week just getting my energy levels back up, so I do feel like I have had a rest, which is good. I'm back at work now. My mouth is healing very well. It's a very odd sensation inside. The stitches have all dissolved, they've gone, but I'm left with quite a mark. Well, it's like a hole really inside my cheek, that has a very big lump on it, which I'm guessing is like, I guess you'd call it scar tissue. Is that right? But it just feels like I've got something stuck on my cheek inside. It feels like a great big lump. So I'm hoping that that goes down and changes in time, because I'm also aware that with it being a bit of a lump, I don't want to bite it or accidentally knock it. So it is a bit irritating, but it's not painful anymore, thank goodness, because I had a few days where it was excruciatingly painful. So anyway, good intentions going into the new year, and I'm back up on my feet, up and running, and as I say, I'm back in work. Things have gone back to normal, and it's time to just reassess really. And I want to start now thinking about decluttering the house, getting it all really deep cleaned. I'm probably going to vax my carpets as well soon. But I like to go into the new year with the house out today. It's the first time I've had appointments and things, so I'm just going to go into town to have my nails done. Still got my Christmas nails and they're very, very long. But yeah, I'm going to go and do that now, as it's my afternoon off. Need to book my hairdresser's appointment. My hair seems to have gone out of control. It's very, very long and fluffy. And I also need to think about food and things, because I think we didn't waste anything. All the food was lovely. We used it all. Still a lot of chocolates hanging about the house, if I can. And sort out what we're going to do for my birthday. So plenty for me to do. Plenty to do. So here we are, having our moment on the bed. Our first moment on the bed of 2024. So I have a couple of things I need to chat with you about. And I'm also going to show you some of the things I had for Christmas, because I've been very, very lucky this year. Very lucky indeed. But the first thing I need to talk to you about is something I mentioned in today's intro, which is the redrawing of the Vlogmas giveaway. Now, I've had a little bit of a problem with the person that appears to have won the Vlogmas giveaway. So I'm after your advice here as well, because this has been quite a problem. And the only way I think I can resolve it is to do a redraw. But in essence, the person that I read out in the Christmas Eve Vlogmas was contacted me straight away through Instagram to say that they were the winner of the prize. And I have actually stated before that if I do any giveaway and if you win anything, the best way and the only way to contact me is my email address, which is always in the description box down below. And if you email me, it's private. It comes to me and is only seen by me. And I think Instagram is pretty private, but at least I know. And then you can feel reassured that you're emailing me directly if you're giving me personal details like your full name and address, which obviously I need to send the prize out. However, the winner contacted me through Instagram, and a series of messages went back and forth, which, to cut a very long story short, ended up with this person asking me to send them a cash prize rather than the voucher that I had talked about. Now, I did say that the prize would be a voucher of choice. I've actually already purchased the voucher, and it's going to be a £25 gift voucher that you can spend at TK Maxx or Home Sense, together with a copy of Nigel Slater's Christmas Chronicles cookbook. That is the prize. Now, this person asked me if, rather than a voucher, I would send them a cash prize together with the book. And I thought about this for a while, and I then agreed to perhaps send them the cash equivalent by PayPal. And they explained to me that they didn't have PayPal, but they would send me some bank details in which I could send the payment to. I asked them to send all their information then by email to my email address. And they sent me a screenshot of some bank details that wasn't in the name of the person that had appeared to have won. At which point I queried the name of the bank account, and I was told that it was this person's partner. And I said, well, ideally, if I'm sending money and it is a prize, really the prize should be sent to the name of the winner. So is this a joint account, or do you have another way I can send you this? Wasn't getting any further with that. I then asked for an address in which to send the book to, and actually changed my mind and said, actually the prize was, from the beginning, a voucher and a book. I'm going to stick to that. That is the prize. So if you want to give me your address, I will send the voucher in the book to you ASAP. And they came back to me and said that they were living in a hotel at the moment, and they checked with the hotel reception and they were happy to take the post in for them. Okay, and I looked up the hotel details that they gave me, which turns out to be probably the biggest hotel in London, England. And I thought, this is a bit risky, perhaps. So I asked for a few more details, like this person's full name, including their surname, and perhaps a room number that it could be sent care of to this hotel. And this person wouldn't reply and said they wouldn't give me any address details until I'd sent them cash. At that point, I decided to say to this person, unfortunately, I'm not going to be held to ransom to give you cash. This doesn't ring right to me. I've got to follow the terms and conditions I've set out for this competition, this giveaway. And also I've got to follow strict guidance with YouTube as well. And I can't be seen to be sending something to someone that doesn't read to be the winner or is reluctant to give me an address. And I said, look, you know, if you don't want the book, I'll just send the voucher. Anyway, it went on and on and on and on. This person then started accusing me of not sending the prize because they were married and all sorts of very strange things. And a lot of the wording was a little bit lost in translation, shall we say. So I know that this person isn't of English descent, which isn't a problem, obviously, but it seemed to be a problem in terms of communication. So it all got very complicated. But to me, it didn't appear, and this person could not prove that they were the person that had won the giveaway. So I have very reluctantly said to them, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I am going to have to redraw the Vlogmas giveaway. I hope you think that that's fair. I would think I was put in quite a difficult position, really, and it started to get quite demanding. Now, for someone that I would have thought was subscribing to my channel and is one of you lovely lot, I wouldn't expect that kind of demand of cash and demand of payment. And there's just something about it that didn't sit right with me and didn't ring true. So I thought the best thing to do, you know, is to redraw, and which is exactly what I'm going to do. Now, what I need to do is go back through everybody that commented and subscribed throughout December and put all those names together again, which is quite a long process, and I will redraw it. So I don't know whether I'll do it in time for next Sunday's video, but I will do it hopefully this week, and we'll redraw again and see if we can get someone to win this prize, which, as I say, is a copy of Nigel Slater's Christmas Chronicles book and a £25 gift voucher for TK Maxx and Home Sense. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. Or you can have one or the other. If you don't want the book or you don't want the voucher, whatever, just let me know. But pop it in an email to me at the email address down below. Send me your name and address and I'll send it. Should be simple, shouldn't it? Anyway, that's what happened. So, but if any of you think I'm being unfair, then let me know. But I've thought about this ever since Christmas Eve, really. It's bothered me quite a lot. And as I say, it just didn't feel right. And I hate to say it because I don't have any proof of this in this situation, this circumstance, but there are a lot of scammers on YouTube, and there's a lot of people that specifically will watch videos if the word giveaway or competition is in the description title, because they will try and scam you out of money. So as I say, I'm not saying that this has happened on this occasion, but it doesn't feel right. And as it's my channel, it's my competition, it's my giveaway, I have the right to decide what to do with it. And that is the decision I have come to. So now we've got that out of the way, I will get round to doing the winner as soon as I've got time to go through all the names again. But there we go. And then, of course, we have got another giveaway when we get to 2,000 subscribers. We're not there yet. But when we do, there will be another giveaway. And hopefully that won't be as complicated. Anyway, I'll give you a little rundown of some of the things I had for Christmas. I've been very, very lucky this year indeed. I've had some beautiful things. I'm not going to show you everything, but I'll show you some of the highlights. And I think my favourite, well, this is my favourite gift, which, and I must say, everything I've had this year is a complete surprise. I didn't know anything I was getting. This was a huge surprise and I love it. And I was actually given an Apple iWatch, which is this one, which I absolutely love. An Apple iWatch. It's not an iWatch, it's just an Apple Watch, isn't it? Absolutely love it. That was from Paul, and he said he was very nervous about getting it for me because he didn't know whether I'd like it or not. I said, are you joking? I absolutely love it. So still trying to figure out exactly how it all works, but we're getting there. I do absolutely love it. And yes, don't need to have my phone glued to me all the time anymore now because I've got that. That is wonderful. He also bought me some really lovely comfy slippers from the White Company, but look, I've already got them a little bit dirty because I'm wearing them so much. They are so cozy and warm and gorgeous, and they're from the White Company. And as soon as I saw that White Company bag, I thought, oh, you do know me well now, don't you? But they are gorgeous and I absolutely love those. Adam bought me this, which is called a snuggle robe, and if I can just show it to you, it's basically like a huge hoodie, but it is a very, very soft and cozy. It's like having a blanket around you. It's soft and comfortable, cozy, big sort of snuggly thing that you can put on and sit on the sofa and watch telly in, and it's just so gorgeous. Actually, I had it on top of the bed last night because I woke up a bit cold in the middle of the night, and I just threw it over me, and well, worked a treat. Absolutely love that. I've also had some lovely smellies from Lush, and I haven't had any smellies from Lush for years and years. Again, this was from Paul. I've got a lovely selection here, and he also gave me a voucher to go and have a luxury facial at one of the Lush stores, which I must sort out as soon as possible because, well, quite frankly, I can't wait. What a fabulous gift. Absolutely love it. This smells amazing. And we've got some little cupcake bath bombs. That one's got a little Christmas tree on it. Haven't used any of these yet. There is also a pink one. What have we got here? That's a very nice smelling soap. And then we've got a lovely, oh, it's still quite Christmassy, Christmas tree, pink bath bomb, and a little blue bath bomb with a little doggy on it. How cute is that? And these do smell amazing. So I must make some time for myself one of these evenings to just sit in the bath for ages and have a really nice pamper. So at the moment, that's making my bedroom smell delightful. I love it. I've also had some gifts from Paul's daughters, which were lovely. And his eldest daughter gave me a bag with lots of bits and pieces in, and there was a Christmas candle, which I've half used, but I've put away for next year. And there was a couple of other bits and pieces. But one of the things inside there was this by Pecksniffs. So I think this would have been from TK Maxx. And it is a linen spray in cotton sheets scent, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I've used it on my bed linen, which I've now got rid of the Christmas bed linen, fresh bed linen on this week, and I have used that every morning when I've made the bed, and it's just gorgeous, and it makes the whole room smell lovely. So that was a really, really lovely gift. His other daughter bought me a lovely necklace and earring set, which is like a little flower, like a little daisy. But I think that's really pretty. Haven't worn it yet, haven't got round to doing that. I must do that this weekend. I had a little purse, a little pink purse, which I absolutely love. I can get my cards in there. It's like a little wallet and a little zippy purse at the back. Love it. And I had all sorts of bits and pieces, lots more than that. Paul also bought me a new stand and a ring light for vlogging, which I haven't used yet because it's got to have a new bulb in it, or it's got to have a bulb in it, because I think it was from IKEA and it doesn't include the bulb for the ring lights. We need to go and buy one of those, which means I've got to go to IKEA. What a shame. But yes, I had lots of lovely bits and pieces. I had some perfume, Mark Daisy Dot. That was gorgeous. And I've just been sport rotten and absolutely loved every minute of it. Absolutely loved every minute of it. Although none of us felt very well. as I've said, but we did enjoy it. But here we are. It's January. Do any of you have any plans for anything nice in January? Do let me know in the comments down below. I am going out for my birthday, but I don't know where. It's a surprise. And it's an evening, so I suspect it will involve food. But I'm looking forward to that. So that'll be very soon, very, very soon. And the other thing I've got to tell you is that I haven't had any biopsy results yet. I'm doing very well. I still feel a bit weird. My mouth feels a bit odd, a bit lumpy inside my cheek, but I'm sure that will go at some point. It's not hurt. It doesn't hurt me at all now. It's not painful at all. And I can eat and drink and it's absolutely fine. Just feels a bit weird and I haven't had any results yet. So as soon as I do, I'll let you know what's going on there. Nancy's doing very well. I haven't had time to film her this week. I'll say honest to God's truth. I know I've had a couple of weeks off and I managed to do Vlogmas, which means I was filming every day, but I actually have not picked up the camera very much and have not had time to do very much, what with getting back into work, having Adam home, just spending quality time with everybody as much as possible. And, you know, it's difficult to do that if you're constantly picking the camera up. But also there's been a lot of housework since taking the decorations down. I'm trying to get really organised. And now that the house is in order in terms of the washing's up to date and it's clean, I really need to start thinking now about doing a big declutter. So I'm going to do some big declutter videos for you. And I'm feeling like somewhere down the line in the house I need a change. I don't know what that might be. I've ummed and ahed about having a change to the kitchen, but I'm not sure how, what, when or whatever, because it's an expense thing. But rather than having a brand new kitchen, I might look at using a company that might be able to spray paint the cupboards a different colour or have new doors put on or something. So I might do some kitchen alterations, but I'd like to kind of change my lounge around a bit as well. So I've got to put my thinking cap on. I don't want to do anything majorly drastic, and the walls don't need painting yet in the house really. They're probably doing a couple of rooms, but not generally, because they've only been done in the past couple of years. But I do want to make some changes and make it feel fresh and new going into the new year. So I've got to have a think about that. But a big declutter is needed first. Massive declutter is needed in my garage. It is out of control to the point where I might have to order a skip, put it on the drive and do a huge sort out of the garage, because it is madness. It's madness. Anyway, that's it really. So that's what I've been up to since Christmas and New Year. A lot of recovering and making the most of being with family, but Nancy's fine. She's still struggling a little bit with some arthritis in her knee and her back and hip as well. But she's a happy soul, as you know, and she's still going out and about as much as we can. So I will film her a little bit more now that things have settled down a bit. So I'm sure you'll see her very, very soon. But that's it for this week, and I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. And if you have, please like and subscribe. And as I say, I will do the redraw for the Vlogmas giveaway as soon as I can. I've got to get all those names together again before I can do that. But hopefully I'll do it very soon. Hopefully this week, fingers crossed. But until next Sunday, stay safe, stay in the boat and keep doing all things good. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.